Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. This time he wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On the draw, it's Lacey.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. QB draw. looks his way for more.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Unloads it left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Safe completion on the screen. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The run inside. It's Mobley. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Third and 6 yards to go. He wants to change this route. From the gun on third down, Carr. Out of the backfield, he's open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on first down, second down, third route. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Running inside. It's Mobley. Got enough for the first. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different, and now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense is back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gill. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but, guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Quarterback may change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Got it in the middle, it's Mobley. Breaks into the open. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Run inside. It's Mobley. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Carr. Going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. With the catch, it's Lacey. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Using his legs, it's Lacey. And he could not get loose on the run.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Flips it out in the flat. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Lacey. Got a little grass. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Setting up the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the 1st down.
There's a crease. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Mobley. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for room. It's Mobley. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And with that last carry, into triple digits. Over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the 1st half.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it. It's Mobley. There's some room. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their 1st. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Complete. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. He might want another play. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He makes the grab. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. To the air, it's Carr. Got the quick pass. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The offense changing the play. Carr. Pressure coming. Find some time. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And it's no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Tigers looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. It's Mobley. Push down for the tackle.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Third and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Carr, moving away from pressure. Right on the money. Turns it. Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Makes it past the marker. Could be an alley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They're working that left side. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The run inside. It's Lacey. Oh, he got loose. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Class Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
Got his man downfield. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner. Got the speed, got the complete.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line.
Ready. Blue 22, blue 22. Ready, go.
Running inside. It's Mobley. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Here's Carr to throw. The quick out. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. With the catch, it's Haas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready? Right, 14. Ready, go.
They give it to him again. Maybe some room here. All the way. Touchdown, Irish. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Connection to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Doing some serious work on the ground, out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game.
Maybe a crease. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off. But when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He's going to run it. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The run inside. It's Lacey. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Here come the Irish, back on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll go to the counter. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give is to Williams. Here's a little room there. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Lacey. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the ground, he's got it again.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Fires to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Using the quick game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this game is obviously out of hand.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The play action fake. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rose.